Today on the channel from WWE Mattel Greatest Hits Series 3, we got the Scorpion King.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel unboxing and review. And today from the Elite line, the Greatest Hits Elite line Series 3, we got Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, as the Scorpion King. But for all your Scorpion King needs and a whole lot more, make sure you hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. And, of course, we'll do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We'll take a look at the packaging. We'll talk about it. We'll unbox it. We'll talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. And what is old is new again, the theme of the Greatest Hits line. However, this could be the first Greatest Hits that is a direct re-release without changes. We'll compare them, of course, later on in this video. However, this Scorpion King, one of the rarest Mattel Elite figures of the last couple of years. Those days are now done, unless you're a mint-on-card guy, and I guess you want that original Hollywood packaging, as this was originally a Walmart exclusive in the Hollywood packaging, and it was a Canadian exclusive, so it only landed in Canada. We, of course, in America, we did get that one Rock. We got John Cena. That's primarily what everybody saw all over the place. Then you had the Bigfoot, Andre the Giant, and you had the Roddy Piper that were out at retail in America, just a lot harder to find, especially the Andre the Giant. But I did see people that found that one out at retail. But the Scorpion King Rock, and then, of course, the Roman Reigns figure never hit the Americas. They just hit Canada. That was it. So I would assume that Roman Reigns down the line may be re-released. But as of right now, that one is on the clock. That is an extremely rare figure at this point. Not sure if rarity means value. That's for you to decide. But Scorpion King, a very valuable one. I ended up getting one from Canada. I think I paid like 60, 70 bucks or something like that. Now it has been re-released in the Greatest Hits line. An interesting one. I understand Mattel getting this out there because it's easy just to re-release it, and a lot of people missed out on it. But when I think of Mattel's Greatest Hits, and we're still in the infancy of this line in Series 3, I think this is far from one of the best figures they've released. Over 200 series with all the ancillary stuff. I don't find this to be worthy of Series 3, but the reason it seems to be in the line is because of the rarity of the Canada Walmart exclusivity of that one. So it is what it is. I don't know what to say, but we're going to unbox this one and we'll compare it, but it could be a short one because I don't think there's anything different besides the packaging. And like I said, we did unbox this on the channel, so if you remember back to that. But let's get down to it. Let's get down to business. We got old Scorpion King looking only like a Scorpion King could look. Would have really loved if he would have had a sword or something as an accessory. Just feels weird being kind of plain Jane. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But you do get the WWE logo. You do get the Rock. Elite WWE. Let the light in with the window there. Old Dwayne with long hair looking good. The Rock as the Scorpion King, certified authentic Mattel Elite, playing all the hits on the side of the box. And on the back, there's a little glamour shot, a little tail of the tape, a little blurb, and then, of course, a big old cross-sell. We're unboxing all these on the channel, so make sure you subscribe. And at the very end, we're going to rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite, so stay tuned for that. But on the back, let's see what it says about The Rock as the Scorpion King. From Miami, Florida, beautiful this time of year. Shout out to good brother Jeff George, good friend of the channel. He is currently living in Miami right now. He's making his way around the world. Guitars around the world, as he does say, but he's currently down in Miami. Go say hi to him. Go say hi. I'll put the address in the comments. You can find him down there. There you go. Height 6'5", weight 260 pounds. Finisher, the Rock Bottom. Even as the Scorpion King, he's battling people. He's battling mummies and things like that. He's laying down the smackdown on everybody there. Scorpion King, the Great One, led the army of Anubis, one of the best armies, to victory as the Scorpion King in The Mummy Returns. Then finally, The Rock came back to the role in The Scorpion King, solidifying his place as the hottest star in Hollywood. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. I don't know, the hottest star in Hollywood, I don't know. I think Gary Coleman still has that, and he's dead, so I don't know. Hey, Bad News Bears, wasn't he in that one? There you go. See you later. See you later. Goodbye. All right, Scorpion King. I don't know. I think it's the same thing. We'll see. We got an extra set of hands there. That's how I'm going to make him different. I'm going to use a different set of hands on him. That's really all I can do at this point. You got to make him feel as different as you possibly can, even when the details are so small like this one. He is clipped in like a young Todd McFarlane. As we know, Todd McFarlane is sitting on the couch right now, always watching these unboxings firsthand. Todd, you give Mattel these tips with these clip strips. I don't like it. Don't like it. There it is. See you later. Oh, twist ties everywhere. There it goes. And we got the Scorpion King out of the package. Now he's got the two splayed out hands. He's going to lay the smack down. He's going to tell him to come bring it. We got that going on there. Pretty plain Jane. But now we get down to the figure here in all of its glory. And let's see what all the fuss is about. And I guess I could grab the other one. We got the other one right here. Is there a difference? Well, what do you know? There is a difference between these two. So I am thankful for that. There's got to be just a small difference between the two. And we do have that. So the first thing I notice on the old version, the Walmart version, a much darker skin tone. A darker skin tone, lighter on the new one. So that's one way to easily tell the difference between the two. Lighter skin tone on the new one, darker skin tone on the old one. As we know, this was one of the first figures that had the pinless joints. So we got the pinless joints on here. Of course, we have pinless joints over here. And then you get to the head sculpt. Definitely a different head between these two. So, I didn't really say anything bad about this figure, but I got to take it all back as this truly does feel different with the different head and the different skin tone color. I am here for that. So, I am very happy there's at least a little bit of differences here. You get this figure out to the masses, but you keep somewhat of the value from the old one. So I do like that at the end of the day. Now this Rock does look like the Rock all day. It looks like the Rock with a wig on is what it looks like here. But it is the Rock. Big forehead on Rock here. Stoic face, kind of an angry face on the cusp of anger is what we'll call this one here. His arms do, of course, go all the way around. We do get a side-to-side at the old elbow. Up and down, of course, double jointed, what am I saying? Double jointed pinless elbows here. Hands removable back and forth, and that I'm going to keep these hands on this one since this one has splayed out hands. Another point of difference. Make them as different as I possibly can. That's what I'm going to do right there. You do get an ab crunch. You do get the back and forth on the waist. Big old splits if you do need them. He does got a loincloth type thing going on. He's even got some pockets sculpted in there. Definitely interesting. Thigh cut on this one. Double jointed knees, not pinless in the knees. Boot cut, of course. Ankles back and forth a little bit, up and down as well. Always the limiting factor on the Mattel Elites, as we know. And does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. What do you know? Fits perfectly on the old ringside stand there. And Scorpion King's got a few figures. I'll try to remember to dig out my Jax one from back in the day. Ooh, that's a rough figure. But we can compare all these guys kind of together. But he does got the big old forearm guards, the wrist guards there, even onto the knuckle duster guards. Nice sculpting on the legs. This is really a one-and-done sculpt for the most part. They're never going to reuse this with anybody else that I can think of, at least. Very, very Conan the Barbarian styles. He looks like he could fit in with Arnold and the boys. Maybe Wilt Chamberlain too, who knows. But an interesting looking Rock. Now, I think I said it earlier, and I said it definitely in the first review. I never even saw the Scorpion King. I never saw any of the Mummy Return. So I don't know anything about this guy or about this figure. But it is, for the Rock fans out there, another version of the Rock in Mattel form. I got to think a lot of people will want this one. Especially, I'm sure there's a lot of people that just buy Rock figures, things like that. So it is cool and definitely better than I expected it to be. I expected a straight-up re-release. While the differences are small, they are still here, and man, I am here for that. So kudos to Mattel for at least doing that one there. But what say you guys? You all in on the Scorpion King? Long game, no game, not sure game? Let me know your thoughts on the Scorpion King. Were you from Canada and picked up this one? Let me know your thoughts on that as well. And of course, don't forget to like the video. You made it this far. Give it the old thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We even got more content for you on Patreon, including early access to both YouTube channel videos and Patreon, your best way to support this very YouTube channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for The Rock, Dwayne Johnson as the Scorpion King, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.